Hey guys, I was browsing the best website ever, designinspiration.net, and I stumbled upon this text effect where we see this effect is the text is damaged, stretched, and I thought let's talk about how that's done in Photoshop. Now, not only how it's done really quickly, but also how it's done non-destructively, so we can come back and change the letters later and be better able to adjust the shreds and the slices. So open up Photoshop and create a new document by pressing Ctrl N, and I'll have a size of 1200 times 800 pixels. I'm going to fill that in with black and get a text. So I will just write crack and have that white, line that in the middle like so. Alright, so if you aren't interested in having a non-destructive workflow, you can quickly just right click and rasterize the text, so we can destroy the text, if you will, and then get the polygonal lasso tool, hard to pronounce, and start drawing triangles like this, and then move each slice a bit, and you'll see it's really easy to get this effect. Just keep on going and going, and we'll soon be there as the result was. But now we have a problem. See, I didn't like the slice here, it's not thick enough. There's no going back if I suddenly want to change the letters. And let's talk about how it's done non-destructively. So I just undoed until I was back to the text layer, crack, and I'll start right clicking the layer and press convert to smart objects. Now duplicate that smart object, and you'll see we have two layers, and that's actually two layers pointing to the same file. So if I want to write anything else, then crack like crook, save that, you will see that it's updated right away, meaning that these files are pointing to the same files. If you saw my recent tutorial what was it called, geometric landscape edit, you saw I did the same, having two files in the same document, having two layers in the same document pointing to the same files. So you can but I did that with linked object instead, and with two PSDs. You could also just have done it like this, normal smart object, duplicate, and it's done. If you don't want that, however, you can press right click, new smart object via copy, and the smart objects aren't pointing to the same files anymore. But let's get to it. So I will have two crack layers, and I'll hide them both. Go to the polygon tool, and we'll have size of 3 because we're going to create triangles, and fill with white and a stroke of none. Create a triangle, and it doesn't matter how it looks because we're going to resize it. I'll just show my crack layer again. Press Ctrl T, and I will just get a shape right away. I'll start out by a little pointy shape like that, and I'll start on the bottom and work my way up. I think that's a good way of doing this, perhaps. So the way I'm going to do it is pressing Ctrl on the I can't say it. I'll press Ctrl while clicking on the polygon thumbnail layer, and that will get the selection. Now with the selection, create a layer mask, and you'll see the only thing that's left is the selection. Now let's do that again. Get the polygon and rotate it, and let's get another piece, maybe like that, and let's fill that in. But now we have a problem. Oh, I actually want that too. Let's just get that. Now we have a problem. They are actually overlapping each other. If I just turn down the opacity, we'll see the whiter area here is duplicating, overlapping text. So we can fix that by clicking on the layer mask beneath while holding on Alt, and we'll get the selection. Now fill in with black on that layer mask on top by pressing Alt Backspace, and whatever was selected down here is now deleted up here. So now they are not overlapping anymore. Now let's just keep on doing that. Let me just show you once more before fast forwarding. So duplicate the crack layer, show the polygon layer, and let's have another size this time. I think I'll go for something. Whoa, hard to control. I think you'll have this time. So again, control click, create layer mask, and now they are overlapping, so control click on the layer mask, fill in with black, get the selection again, fill in with blacks, and you'll see now they are not overlapping anymore. But we have some other problems. Some pixel errors are starting to show up, and we can fix that by filling in with blacks. And if you want to examine each layer, are there any pixel error, you can hold on Alt or clicking on the layer mask, and you will enter the layer mask, and you will see, okay, here is definitely a problem. So fill that in with black. To delete it, let's be careful here. So, nah, that's fine. Okay, let's just repeat that process, and I'll just fast forward. Okay, so now we cut our way through, and let's start down below and moving them just a little bit from each other to start getting that cut effect. Whoops. Alright, so we are doing good, I think, but I want some extra slices. Now I have a problem. We need to reverse, or I don't know, let's call it a method, because everything is filled and there's nothing, there aren't any place we can fill something in to make new slices. Let me just show you what we're going to do now. As always, duplicate the layer, get the polygon, and move it where I think a slice would be appropriate. And I think actually we could use a slice here. Yes, right here. So control click to get the selection, fill it. Now instead of saying, okay, whatever is down below should be dominated before this, I want to say this should override whatever is down below. And how we're going to do that is getting the selection here, control click, and then fill with black every layer below. So if there's something on this layer, on this white spot, it should be removed. Let's fill in by holding on Alt and pressing backspace. I'll just work my way through. And now I can move it. You see, I made a slice. Perfect. Now maybe if you're making thinner slices like I'm about to do now, let me just make a long slice. I want to go through the K and through, what should we do? Like this. Yeah, maybe thinner, yeah. Here we are. So do the normal step, slice, but get the selection this time, and then press select, modify, expand. So we're going to expand the selection so it's actually deleting a bit more. Now fill down below with black, and you see we made this cut through without even moving stuff. Let's do that again. I'm just going to fast forward by doing this slicing until I get what I want. Slicing, moving. Alright, good job. But now it's really hard to add extra slices. I think it's getting harder, so let's try another method. Select all what you have and put it inside a folder. Now add a layer mask to that and duplicate the folder. And what we're going to do is getting the polygon, but this ruined it. Let's create a new. So delete that and get a new polygon, a triangle like that. Use that triangle, control click to get the selection and fill in one folder with black so it erases, and fill the other folder with the opposite of that. So press Ctrl plus Shift plus I to reverse the selection and then fill that in with black. Now we can get that folder and move it to create a new slice like so. I would like to do that again, so I've just duplicated the folder and I'm going to move the polygon around to spot where I want the other slice to be, like right here. Now get selection, control click and fill the layer. Oh, but first let's reset the layer mask by filling it with black, as you can see. Now get the selection of the polygon and fill that in with white so it only exists in the white space. The layer mask below should be filled with black in that area, so Photoshop knows that the folder on top is the only place that it should exist. And now you can create a slice like so. Since we now have them in folders here, we can now move a part of the intersection. So if I move something here in this side, let's say, what do we have over here? Here I could remove this K a little bit, like so. What else? Yes, this piece perhaps. Resize the piece, I don't know. What else? This could be moved. And we can see, okay, the C maybe as well. What could we do in the C? Just start playing around, or maybe in the middle. We could maybe move this. Just small movements, just small settle to create some variation. That's how you achieve this sliced effect. Now his had maybe more slices and not as thick as slices as mine, but it's the effect. And why did we do it this way? Well, if we select just any smart object, like here, and we are lazy designers or maybe corrupt designers, you can call Apple and say, "Oh, Apple, I got the design just for you. Save that," and then send this to Apple. And then right after that, call EBM. EBM, I got the design just for you. So this might seem like a much more complicated method than the first one I showed, but let me just recap. Now we can easily go in and change each slice, and we can go in and rename the text. I just added a chromatic aberration effect just to finish it. You could learn how to do it here. Thank you for watching.